Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel. Todd, a big win tonight. How happy are you with the performance?
Well, I mean, it was vital that we went out there and got 2 points tonight. I think that if we didn't go out and win tonight, I think we just about sealed our fate of not making the playoffs. Just creates too much distance and gives the team that we're sitting right beside, lets them leapfrog us, and for the confidence, it would have been really harsh. I mean, after that first period, by limiting a team to 2 shots and to come in after 1-0, I mean, I was, at that point, I was pulling out what hair I have left. It was very frustrating and tough to beat because we threw everything at them and they held us off. But Schomer came out in the second period and buried one quick and tied that up. And then after that, we went from strength to strength. Pucks kind of started going in for us. Really disappointing that we let that second go in. I mean, we give a shot from the outside, and the D-man lets the guy walk by. Once again, an unchecked stick to tap that puck, and they make it a game. And we put ourselves under a bit more pressure. But you can see once that fourth went in, and even the fifth, like you could see the relief wash over them, and it was nice to see these guys, instead of gripping their sticks all night, enjoying themselves a bit out there. And I've said it to you before, it's amazing what a win can do, but I think in this case, like it's just not good enough. We need to go on a run here. I've let the guys know we need to go on a run. I've told them that they got to put pressure on themselves, but the right kind of pressure. I think that guys have been trying to go out there and say, I'll individually go win this game for this team, and guys they squeeze their sticks. If they don't score, they're slamming their sticks on the ice. And I took these guys out before the game there, before the start, and I told them, I said, look, you gotta put pressure on yourself to be the best player you can be for 60 minutes. Don't try to do too much. Stick within the system and keep working hard, because it'll come. And you've seen that. I mean, we outplayed them. For the most part in that first period, I was disappointed. We gave up a couple odd man rushes. But you know what? The boys played a pretty good game tonight.
A few goals spread out between different players. Lukasiewicz, Reber, Fulton, Shamont all got on the score sheet. Is that a pleasing factor from tonight?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've it's been a huge issue for us, secondary scoring. I think that the Reber line will go out there and they'll score all the goals for us, and we won't generate any offense off the other line. Or the last couple of games, it's been Rail's line that's generated our offense for us, and the puck hasn't been going in for Reber, Shamont, and Fulton. But it was nice to see it spread out, and I really think that young Bean jumped in on that third line tonight. We got an injury to Jamie Wilson, and he played all right. I mean, he was a little nervous out there at times, but he got a couple good chances on net. Gunny got a good couple chances on net, and Stewie as well. So, with a bounce or two, those guys would have got a puck. It would have been nice to see them, just for their confidence as well. But no, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head. Like when you get the scoring spread out a bit, it makes the game easier.
Is that the kind of stats you're going to need on a game sheet to make these playoffs? These players every night producing these stats?
I think so, Matthew. I mean, it's not hard to see. I mean, I think in 6 of the last 7 games, I've had to pull the goalie, and if you're doing that, it happened. It worked against Dundee, but the rest of the time it didn't. We had the goalie pulled for 6 or 7 minutes, and we weren't getting chances on net. So we need to put the puck in the net. That's how we're going to win games, and hopefully this goes a long way to these guys' goal scoring confidence. And I think the big thing was that you seen guys working hard, all night tonight, and that's a big thing. It turned pucks over. Haynes kept that puck at the blue, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. A couple of our D-men did, and it was because of the forecheck, and it was because guys were getting on him. And it's a tough system, and guys get tired, but when we do it, we're very successful.
Your next game is against another team that you really need to beat, with Cardiff coming back up. So can you take what the guys were doing this evening and turn that into another win tomorrow, next week?
Yeah, I just said that earlier. I said, one win is just not going to be good enough. I'm very pleased for the boys. They deserve a win, but if we don't go on a a 3 or 4 game winning streak here and stuff like this. We're still on the outside looking in. We need to catch these teams. Everybody's gaining points. I mean, I think Coventry beat Nottingham tonight, so they're pulling away. Cardiff went and beat Nottingham the other night as well. So, I mean, everybody's going to be going for it. And this last little stretch here, this last month and a half or so, is going to be huge and very vital that we remain in touch if we want a chance.
I mean, it's almost like every game now, from now to the end of the season, is a playoff game.
I mean, it was since Christmas time. I mean, that's the way we had to treat it. And we just weren't getting the bounces. I don't think we were getting the effort and performance out of guys that we should night in, night out. I kind of laid on the line for the guys tonight. Told them exactly where I stood as far as playoffs, not making playoffs, and guys' future careers if they finish on a last place team, coaching and playing. So there's a lot more at stake than going out there and just losing the game by 1 goal and saying, "Oh man, it was close." This guy's got to be willing to go out there and give it for 60 minutes and not have these mental lapses. There were still mental lapses tonight. We'll be showing a few guys a few things on tape because I think there's things we can tighten up on. But look, I mean, that's a big win for this club. We needed to stop the skid, and we did. So I'm not going to look into it too much, but we can pick ourselves up and keep going. Next weekend, we got a 1-game weekend against Cardiff up here. They're in a 3-game swing. We've got to go at these guys, and that'd be a huge 2 points, especially if all 3 Scottish teams can do some damage to them.